Alright, and welcome to my Let's Play of Geneforge 2 here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. I've been waiting to do this for a bit. I'm excited to get this playthrough going. This is the second game, obviously, in the Geneforge series. Hopefully it will be the next one to get remade in Jeff Vogel's, remaking project that he's doing. He did Geneforge 1 Mutagen, and then I think the next game he'll make will be another different sort of game. Maybe his new Queen's Wish series, I don't know. But then after that, hopefully he'll remake Geneforge 2. But for now, we're going to play the classic Geneforge 2. This is an excellent game. It is probably my favorite of the Geneforge series, despite not being the most technically advanced. The other ones are good too, but this is my favorite. I love this game. I've beaten this game all the way through twice. So this is, which doesn't sound like too much, but I have more to do than just play Geneforge, unfortunately. Or maybe good. Anyways, this is a great game. I think it expands on the world of Geneforge amazingly. And let's get going. Welcome to Geneforge 2. Geneforge 2 is a fantasy role-playing game. That means you will play the role of a powerful wanderer who is about to have lots of exciting and dangerous adventures. You will explore dangerous mountains, meet people, go on quests, choose sides, and affect the destiny of your people and your world. You will also fight monsters, learn skills, and if you want, create your own army of totally loyal mutant monsters. To start with, you need to choose what sort of adventurer you want and what skills you want to start with. If you are new to games like this, you should stick to the basic options and learn how to train your character later. Just choose one of the 3 character types at the top and press the check button. Alright, well, we're going to get going. So, I was thinking about this. I last time played as a Shaper. Played a Shaper named Evodius. That was really fun. Got him really powerful. Now, in this game, I was thinking about playing as one of the other character types. But, and this is unfortunate maybe, I really wanted to, I really like playing with lots and lots of mutant monsters. So, I don't know. I think I may still stick with a Shaper. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. So, let's actually, appearance, okay, we have blue, red, green, ugh, dried blood, dark blue, yeah, why not? That's kind of a creepy looking. Alright, name. Okay, so, that's so hard to make up my mind. Last time I've beaten this game. No, that's right. I've beaten this game as an agent. It's very cool. The magic in this episode of Geneforge is much expanded on the last episode. Playing as an agent is quite amazing. Playing as a guardian, I beat this last time as a guardian, and this is the game where guardians shine the easiest. But I don't know. If you want to play with lots of creations, then who doesn't? I mean, there's reasons not to, but I love creations, and so we're going to do this. So, let's see. There are more creations, higher level creations in this game than in Geneforge 1, so there's new stuff to be had. Let's see, we'll have, what name? I think I will, Lucian. Alright, so how to allocate our points. I think we will boost intelligence 1 point. We will, maybe we'll boost battle magic? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we'll wait on that. Let's actually boost our mechanics a bit. That's always important in our leadership. And our healing craft, no, I don't know, maybe not yet. Our luck, let's put a point into luck. And, we always start with 2 points in fire shaping, battle shaping, and 1 in magic shaping. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all the shaping the creation types, or just focus in a couple, or one even. I don't know. We'll see. Let's actually... Yeah, let's put one into battle magic. One into spellcraft. And then the other we will... Let's put leadership and mechanics. There we are. Excellent. Hopefully. The Shapers are the oldest, most respected, most secretive, and the most powerful of all the magical sects. The Shapers have the power to magically create life. The Shapers can make new life forms from nothing but raw materials and pure magic. They can mold this life to serve their purpose, be it light housework or major warfare. Outsiders regard Shapers with awe and terror. The Shapers use their powers to help those loyal to them and destroy those who break their laws. Shaper power is absolute. So we have a Shaper. He's obviously, maybe he's in training. Maybe this is our guy, old Lucian. And he's, there's a little Fiora there, taking a look, and looks like he's working on making roamers. Roamer doesn't look quite right. That is why you are so honored to be in your current position. You are a Shaper apprentice. You have earned the right to join them. They will teach you how to create other beings, which will serve you absolutely. However, Shaper training is very long and very difficult. You've spent years in study, working without rest, and you have almost no power to show for it. Before you will be made a full Shaper, you must complete your apprenticeship, and that means field work. You must go out into the world and see how your skills will be able to help mold and control it. Your mission is a simple one. You've been assigned to travel with an agent named Shanti, who will guide and instruct you. You are to go to check on the progress of an old Shaper colony named Drypeak. So here's Shanti, the agent. There's, Lucian, and there's little Fiora. He's like, hey, I'm having so much fun snapping at butterflies, or moths, or whatever they are. It's an interesting question that he's apprenticed to an agent and not to a fellow Shaper. The colony of Drypeak is a failure. It sits in a wasteland that's so desolate, not even Shaper magic can fill it with life. Once there, you are to interview the 2 Shapers that run it. Once that simple task is completed, you can return home and start to gain real power. Oh boy. Oh, I'm pooped. I mean, whose foot is that? I know it's his, but that's a weird angle. You traveled with Shanti for weeks, hearing her advice, withstanding her abuse, running her errands. You had the pleasure of seeing outsiders fear you and address you as Shaper, but man, boys, what a jerk. Her advice, withstanding her abuse, running her errands. Though there are Shaper agents and guardians, most of the time they are all collectively referred to as Shapers. Then, you climbed up into the remote, cold, hostile mountains, following the road to Drypeak. You saw the remains of the failed colony, abandoned by tired and hungry settlers. That little Fiora is like, it's kind of like a cat, perched up in the window, looking down at Lucy in there. That backpack looks heavy. After a long, exhausting day of hiking through ruins, Shanti finally lets you rest for the night in an abandoned shop, and you slept like a dead thing. When you woke up in the next morning, Shanti was gone. Man. Okay, well, so apparently we're going to sort of play this up. So I'm going to say this is a Lucian, since he's been on this long trek and for years and years. Or this trek and with Shanti for weeks, being abused and berated and called names. Man, while yes, the outsiders do fear him and respect him, sort of, he's still a man. He's like, what a pain. All these years of studying, I'd still get treated like garbage. I didn't sign up for this. So what I'm going to do, actually, is pretend like that Fiora that we saw in the cutscene was always with us. We're going to make a Fiora. Bam, sis. There it is. So, the party roster. Use the roster area to select and get information on you and your creations. Click a character, or type 1 through 8, and to select it. You will then see more information on that character, such as how much health and spell energy it has. Sometimes, when you want to select all your characters, type 0 to do this. You will want to. Anyways, a very useful tip. You can also select multiple characters by moving the cursor, drawing the box like a standard, one of these isometric games. Thank you. In case you really don't know. Let's actually, look at this Fiora. What are we going to name the Fiora? Wait, what should we name him? Flametooth. Our good little pal, Flametooth. Yay, Flametooth. Woohoo, yeah. Shanti was like, tell Flametooth, be quiet. Flametooth was snoring. Nothing interesting. Here we got, 5 coins. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Come on, Flametooth. It's a good freaking Fiora. A suit of chitin. It's chitin. A suit of chitin armor and a knife. A suit of chitin armor and a knife have been left on the counter for you. You should go and equip them before you enter the dangerous lands ahead. Alright. Right there on the table. So let's, on the counter, hit G, and we can get the armor and the dagger. Now that you have an item, the armor or the dagger, start using it by equipping it. Click on it to pick it up. The cursor will then turn into the item. Then click on the big portrait to equip it. Later, you can click on the item again to take it off. You'll probably want to replace it with something better. Once the item is picked up again, click on the backpack area to return it to your pack. Yay, here's the pack area, just like in the last game. So here. Alright, so this, gives us 7 armor and plus 10 to stun resistance. And this gives us 2 to 16, melee damage. Getting and using items. Okay, yeah, that's just basically what we already did. Actually, we also have magic spells. We can equip this, but we don't need to cast our spells yet. But we can use fireball magic. Some items you find, like the metal bowl on the table, will be useless. Some won't. Fortunately, you will. If you want to get rid of something you're carrying, it's easy. Put it on the ground. To put it on the ground, grab the item by clicking on it, then click on the ground. Yep, like this. So say we pick up this item. Oh, it's a bowl. Oh, wait, it's a bowl. I don't need a bowl. This is a small object. While someone may pay you for it, it has no useful abilities of its own. Shapers use a variety of elaborate apparatuses to work their peculiar magic. Huh. Well, I don't need that, so... bloop. There it is, on the floor, because that's where it belongs, right? Trash, and we don't need trash. Alrighty. Flametooth, why are you in the way? 5 coins. And there's a spoon. Most people in Shaper society eat simple food with a bowl and a spoon. Shapers are concerned with much more lofty pursuits than mere cuisine. Huh, that's interesting. Sounds kind of like they're kind of tacky. Alright. There's Shanti. It's time to move. Shanti, your teacher, walks over to you. She's wearing the studded leather armor favored by agents, excellent for stealth and quick travel. She wears a long, wicked, curved blade at her belt. She also wears a peculiar necklace, a series of polished fangs on a leather thong. She tends to idly finger it when deep in thought. She looks impatient, as usual, to get going. Well, you're well rested, I hope. I want to get to Drypeak soon. The sooner we get this job done and back to civilization, the better. You're now in conversation. Respond to a character, select what... Yeah. Alright. Well, how far are we from Drypeak? Not far, I think. Just a few more miles of abandoned buildings and sand in our eyes. Well, what's our job? She looks amused. Our job, you say? My job. My job is to check on Drypeak, to meet with Zachary and Barzal, and to get out of here. Your job, young apprentice, is to follow me and do what I say, and to try to learn something about fieldwork. And if you could try not to do any harm, that would be a great, great help. Jeez, what a jerk. What should I do now? Follow me. I'll scout ahead. It's time to move. Jeez Louise, you're looking awfully blue. You step out of the... Okay. Well, this apparently happened before she got up to us, so... We had stepped out of the abandoned shop and got another good look at the road leading up to Drypeak. Unfortunately, it's just as dry and barren as every other inch of the miserable journey here. Drypeak is a hugely unsuccessful Shaper colony. Settlement. All the Shaper's best efforts to create plants and animals that could thrive up here have resulted in failure. Thus, most of the shops and homes, like the one you spent the night in, are empty. Shanti, the agent you are a novice to, is waiting outside, and she looks impatient. Well, novice, I hope you've had a good, long sleep. She places extra emphasis on the word on long. And then she said all that to us. Basically, she's just uptight and a jerk. Or maybe there's something on her mind. Who knows? She went the other way, but let's just check this way out right quick. This dusty road leads back the way you came. Someday, when your mission here is completed, you can return here to leave the valley. For now, however, your training will continue in the other direction. Okay, that's great. But we do what we want, because you know what? We're now out of the cage, and they can just be patient. And we found a gemstone. So, yeah, if you go this way, this is the way to leave the valley forever. Let's take a look at it. You stand on the road leading out of these mountains. It is but a 3 days walk to the next city and a quick, easy journey from there to the Shaper Council. You are sorely tempted to leave this dangerous land. However, your work is not yet complete. Your orders are to find and speak with Zachary and Barzal. Until you've done either that or found proof that it is impossible, you cannot bring yourself to go home. To not complete your task would mean a quick and humiliating end to your training. Alright. Okay, we can't leave yet. There are certain conditions that you have to meet, minimum requirements, to be able to leave. We're not going to do that. We may not really enjoy our training, and Shanti may be a jerk. Okay, this was Ven's Alchemy, Potions and Fine Ingredients. It looks like Ven was very thorough when he abandoned his shop, took everything with him. What a jerk. One helpful feature: when you press the tab key, you will see labels identifying each character and button. Try it now. Jeez. There's Lucian, and there's Flametooth. What's down here? There's a large rat cowering at the end of this path. A very large rat. It doesn't look like it wants to bother you as long as you leave it alone. Giant rats didn't always exist. Then a careless wizard let one escape, and now they do. That's why Shapers never, ever let outsiders learn their secrets. The ability to create life comes with great responsibility. People using Shaper skills in irresponsible or forbidden ways tend to get killed very quickly. Man, like the time Lucian here was just trying to make. Oh, he really is chill. Here, let's take that. You know what? Lucian's like, I don't really care. Let that stupid animal live. If he wants to live, I don't care. So it's a pain in the neck rogue rat. It's not bothering me. The writing on the wall simply says potions. The shop has been abandoned. Haha! The door is locked, but you managed to pick the lock. You receive 74 experience. I think Lucian has always been kind of sympathetic to creations. He's young. We got a healing pot. Which, let's see, a bowl. Yep, yeah, okay. They don't give a crap about, fancy, refined eating. But I think Lucian's always been rather... He likes creations. Drypeak, gates, south. Alright. And he's always kind of, had a care for him. He enjoys being around them, sometimes more than he enjoys being around other people. As a result, he was never the most friendly person with his other Shapers. I mean, he got along with them well enough. He's smart, he's bright, but not the sort of person who is being fast-tracked towards success and, in the Shaperdom, which is one of the reasons why he was assigned to Shanti the agent rather than to a research Shaper who would, fast-track him towards really getting the power to make advanced creations or to do scientific research or shaping research. Something that is not lost on Lucian or on Shanti. I mean, Shanti herself is being sent out to this far-flung, basically nowhereville, basically to do a checkup, and then go on her way. So now that you've made some progress, you should save the game. Saving creates a snapshot of your progress. Later, you can load the save game and continue where you left off. Oh boy, yeah, it is kind of like a snapshot. Let's actually do that though. Let's save. Alright, I'm going to save over Matthias here. He is nothing. This is my first character, Claudia. She was a agent, Deke Logan. He was a guardian. Deke Logan, if you recognize it, is actually a reference to A-Team. He was the bad guy in one episode of A-Team. I don't know. The name just stuck with me. Let us put Lucian 1. Very good. Yes. Alright, there are several rusty mining carts here. You seem to recall that Drypeak was meant to be a mining colony. Alrighty. Oh, there she is. Shanti stops you. Wait, this is a good chance for you to do something. Oh boy. Well, what should I do? She points at the entryway to the south. That ruin looks interesting. You go in there, investigate, and see what you find. Maybe you can get some extra supplies for us. Why do we need more supplies? Don't we have enough? I mean, didn't we bring enough? Enough? What is enough? When things get dangerous, everything you can have, that is enough. Huh. And for a moment, just a moment, Shanti's supremely confident wavered demeanor. Oh my gosh. Shanti's supremely confident demeanor wavers. There is something that bothers me about this place. Something doesn't feel right. And when things don't seem right, I gather as much equipment as possible. Huh. Well, what if I meet something dangerous in there? She laughs. Well, running's an option, as is fighting. And being devoured is, of course, one of the paths you could choose. Man, what a jerk. She can never say anything without just being condescending. Why are there so many ruins and abandoned shops here? Let's change the subject. Well, when our kind tries to settle an area, we generally have to create the whole ecology from scratch. We make the plants, the animals, the birds, and put everything together to make the area work. But sometimes, we just can't do it. We can't make creatures and plants that live there. And when we do, there's no point staying. It's unfortunate, but that's what happened here. Now, it's just a dusty, forgotten settlement, and the Shaper Council only rarely remembers it. And when they do, an agent is sent to check up on them. An agent who doesn't have anything better to do, I would imagine. Okay, that's great. Alright, that's great. Okay, we're good. Alright, I have a job for you. Come on, Flametooth, we have work to do. She's like, get that stupid fire out of my way. Get stepping on its tail. Wind and sand have worn this obelisk, but the writing is still clear. Healing and Shaping Hall. West, damaged and rogue creations. Uh-oh. East, injured humans and serviles. I wonder if they put down the injured and rogue creations over there. Though this chamber is abandoned, and the essence pools in the alcoves are empty and cracked, you immediately recognize what this place was. It's a Shaping Hall. Shaper settlements are full of places like this, where they go about their business of using their powers to create, heal, and alter creatures, and if necessary, destroy them. The clay Shapers use to mold life is called essence. It is a gooey, partially alive substance, warm, liquid, and charged with magic. A Shaper such as yourself has the ability to hold essence within his body, to be used to make life later. If these vats were full, you could use them to recharge the supply of essence within yourself. Perhaps there is an intact store of essence further on. Alrighty. I mean, this doesn't look like a good sign. Everything looks dried up. Now let's keep going. Nothing. Oh, post to tie up the creations. Alright, here. Nope. Bones. As you are now, this once was. As this is now, soon you will be. Foreshadowing? Hopefully not. You enter a storeroom. Most of the equipment here is useless to an adventurer such as yourself. However, you are happy to see a living tool on the table. A living tool is exactly what it sounds like. A tentacled creature which is attuned to the wishes of whomever is holding it. You can use such a creature to unlock locked doors and manipulate machinery. You should get the living tool. Later, when you find a locked door or a piece of misbehaving machinery, you will be given the option to use one or more tools on it. Unfortunately, waking and using a living tool tends to kill it. The higher your mechanic's skill is, the less living tools you'll need to do any particular job. Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of a... Seems like a flawed design. Why would you make it... I don't know, let's die after one use. Let's see. Shapers use a... Oh, yeah, okay. Let's get the living tool. That's a good find. And we have some cloth. It actually can be sold for an okay bit of money. Some old worn out beds. Let's see. Flametooth is like, oh, I want to sleep in them. It's like, Flametooth, get over here. Okay, jeez. This is an operating room where wounded humans and serviles are brought to be cured. A trained shaper can use magic and raw essence to alter a damaged person or even rebuild damaged body parts. Happily, there is an intact healing pool in the back corner of the room. Pools like this are semi-living creatures programmed to cure wounded beings who are standing nearby. If you are wounded, stand near the pool to heal yourself. There is a hole in the roof above the pool which enables sunlight to shine through. This light helps keep the pool fed and alive. However, without added nutrients, it will eventually dry up and die. Aw, that's too bad. There it is. We've seen those before in Geneforge 1. And there's a healing pod. Scalpel? Eh, we don't need it. Alright. Well, there's the first of many healing pools. Let's check the other way. Maybe there's an essence pod or essence pool over here. There is a barrel with some... Ew. The gruesome remains of some poor creation. Rather, well, to be technically correct, the portion of the gruesome remains of some poor creature. Yep. Let's grab a cloak and a pair of gloves. Alrighty. Put that on and put those on. Okay, let's see what it says. This is a piece of chest armor. It provides solid protection from enemy blows, but may slow you down. It may. This is a cloak or robe. It is worn over your armor and provides extra protection from enemy blows. This is a okay. Shapers are generally fond of heavy robes and dramatic cloaks. Gloves are very important to shapers. Their work causes them to come into contact with a wide variety of noxious chemicals. Yeah, that makes sense. Wear your PPE. This is a shaping chamber. Here, shapers can use their secret knowledge to take raw essence and work it into living things, strong and usually completely obedient. You are pleased to see that there is an intact essence pool in the back corner. When you are low on essence, standing near such a pool will refill you. Later, you will use essence to create creatures to serve you or to cast spells. When you cast spells that cost you essence, you will eventually need to return to a pool like this one. However, when you make a creation, the essence you spend will be tied up, keeping the creature alive. Essence spent making a creature won't come back until the creation dies, or you reabsorb it. Let's see what's in the cupboard. Ooh, a curing pod. Bamsis. And some freaking shackles. Sometimes creations go rogue. When this happens, they need to be controlled. Sometimes shapers like manacle things because it gives them a kick. Alright, well, that's the first essence pool that we found. We will find many more of them. Well, that was successful. Pretty good little bunch of finds. No enemies, which is good since we are very squishy. Oh, there's another rat. Is it friendly? Or... it's hostile. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Are you guys chill? There's a lot of you. Maybe they'll be chill. Hey, there's a Fiora. You realize that, once again, you are not alone. There is a Fiora in the clearing ahead, watching you. A Fiora is a creation. You think so? It is a creature invented and improved by your people for use as a scout or an attack dog. Since it is a creation, it should naturally be inclined to obey you. However, this creature does not seem servile to you at all. It doesn't look hostile either, it's just staring. It is an eerie feeling, being watched by a creation in this way. Creations have always obeyed you mindlessly before. Drypeak was supposed to be a quiet, mostly abandoned settlement. Why is a rogue wandering around? Strange and dangerous. Hi. It ran off. Oh well. Let's go over here. Stupid rat. Like most of the shops along the road to Drypeak, this smithy has been abandoned for several years. Some industrious soul has been tearing rocks out of the wall and carrying them off, probably for building materials. Surprisingly, someone has left some javelins on the counter. They look new. Perhaps they were forgotten by someone out hunting. Alright, that's cool. Let's pick them up. Bamses. And some hammers. Nope. And some treasure chests. Iron bars. We will pick them up. There's some... I don't know. They're very heavy, though. They will be useful. And a belt. This is a belt or girdle. Shapers often enchant items like this. It can also provide a small amount of protection from damage. Tools. These are simple, crude metal tools. They might be useful to a smith or tinker, but not you. Alright. Let us put on the belt. Alrighty. Now let's actually check our statistics. We are encumbered at 66 pounds. We have 45 right now. But we're doing alright. Let's see what's down here. Oh, that rat. A bunch of rats. Anything else? No. I'm right. Oh, there's someone dead? This is a dead servile here. The poor creature must have been overwhelmed by rats. You jerks. There's a robe and some shoes and some more javelins. Let's equip the sandals. Armor +1. Okay, this is a sturdy pair of sandals. They are worn on your feet and provide a little protection from enemy blows. Yep. And this is armor +3, and our cloak is what? Armor +1, so let's wear it. Bamses! There, we got the whole robe effect. You guys killed this poor servile. What a bunch of jerks. That servile must be avenged. No, that was really stupid. I regret everything. Thank you, Flame Tongue. Flame Tooth, I mean. Flame Tongue was from the last game. Oh, we're so toast. Oh, geez. I regret everything. Okay, let's... No. Fireball. Very good. Excellent! Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Let's heal. A... 1. Oh, phew. Oh, that was cool. Alrighty. We got tons of experience for fighting those rats. Dang, what a bunch of jerks. I was going to let those rats go, but they killed that poor servile. Serviles are... are wholly blameless creatures. Well, we took care of some dangerous rogue rats. Not because we wanted to kill them, but because they were jerks. And a menace, it would seem. What's over here? A treasure chest. And some thorns. Grown on specially bred bushes. These are loaded into batons and fired at enemies. If you try to fire an unloaded baton, you will automatically reload it with thorns in your inventory. That is actually an improvement from the previous game, in which you had to spend a turn reloading. There she is again. Shanti stops you. She looks sweaty and very slightly unnerved. I've been scouting ahead. This is not right. There are rogues in this area. I think I may need to give you some combat training earlier than I planned, and some advice as well. Really? Wow. So all of a sudden you're going to actually be a teacher? That's great. Of course, we're not saying that. You know, Lucian's keeping that to himself. All right. So I'm ready for training. Well, what did you find ahead of us? Actually, let's ask that. More ruins, more dead trees, and rogues, I think. I caught the stink of them. Go north and you will be near them. You will find a building just before the rogues. Inside, I left some books for you. They will explain magic to you, because I can't be bothered to do it myself. You may find them useful. There are also healing and essence pools. Those will be very useful. Alright. What's the training? One of the first things you learned in your training was how to focus, so that you could be taught things very quickly, with almost no need for repeating. You can learn very quickly, but you are taught very little. The Shapers are very, very slow to teach initiates anything. That is why it is a pleasant surprise that Shanti is actually teaching you an actual skill. Listen carefully. This is something you should know. Shanti explains to you the techniques and magical twists and turns you will need to create a new sort of creation. It is a worm called an Artilla. It is a fragile creature, but able to spit globs of acid that can do considerable damage. Alrighty. What advice do you have for me? You are a Shaper. Fragile. Easy to abuse. I don't know it. Your power comes from your creations. You should create a thought or two to protect you as soon as you can. Avoid contact with foes and burn them down with magic when your creations aren't adequate. What should I do now? You will follow me. If there are rogues, and I think there are, we will need to kill them. It is our responsibility. The ones I miss, you will slay. Maybe we should turn around and go home. Yeah, we know that's not going to work. Alright, lead on, I'll kill what I can. That's the straight spirit. Remember, our kind are the masters of our creations. We must never let them resist us. Never allow them to throw off our control. If they do, they must be erased. Otherwise, they all will be chaos. Yikes. We must prepare. And we got create Artilla by 1, which is great. I don't know if what creations we're gonna be using, but we definitely have that. There's a little graveyard. The gravestone is very worn. The inscription is unreadable. Alright, how about this one? Fanzrin, loyal Shaper, made mistake. The date of death is about 20 years ago. Huh. The rest of these we can't read. But, you know, sometimes you can read the tombstones and it's kind of cool. You have reached the end of the first area. The first of over 80 in Geneforge 2 and 21 in the demo. That is a really good amount of areas for a demo. Jeez Louise. When you are ready to move on, step on the area shaded blue. You will travel to the world map, blah blah blah. Yes, great. Let's see, what is over here? What is over her? More thorns. Alrighty. Alright, cool. Well, I think on that note, we will call it quits. Thank you for joining me on this first episode of my Let's Play of Geneforge 2 here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. I look forward to the next episode, so take care, y'all.